What's up, everyone? We are finally live here. I hope you guys can all hear me. This is my first live stream Q&A, hangout, chat, whatever you want to call it, of 2023. I have not been posting a lot of videos this month because I've been very busy with personal things, but I'm excited to do this with my good friend, Mr. Trevor from Film Geeks. How's it going?
Dude, doing great. Thanks for having me. Happy Friday, everybody in the chat. This is fun. This is cool. We've been trying to do these for a while, so I'm glad we could turn around and actually get it going.
Yeah, on Friday the 13th, even better.
It is Friday the 13th. That's crazy.
Yeah, I had
spooky.
A fun conversation with someone earlier who didn't believe that 13 was an unlucky number, which was like, oh, how is 13 an unlucky number? Well, it doesn't exist in some hotels. There's, level 12 to 14. Oh, really? And then like 2 minutes later, they were like, but at the Tower of Terror, we dropped from level 13. I was like, really? I wonder why. They're like, oh, that's so weird. Like it was. Yeah, it was.
That was my soccer number for years, 13. So
in hockey, at least around my age and when I was younger, you couldn't be number 13.
Yeah. Really?
Kind of funny. Yeah.
Okay, so,
I mean, we were very limited.
I never put 2 and 2 together, I guess.
I don't really know why it is, but I just like so used to it that it's a cool number though. It's a cool number. Yeah, we got a few people in. We got Ben here, News Reviews.
Ben,
Michaela Rose, and Alex Lopez, who says, "What's up, fellas? Happy Friday and beginning of the week to you all. Do you consider Friday the beginning of the week?"
I think he might have meant weekend.
Oh, yes. Yes, that would make a lot more sense.
I'm just gonna assume Alex
I was like,
wavelength right there.
Yeah. What is the next movie you'll see in theaters? What is it for you?
Maybe Missing. I know Ben didn't really like Missing. I don't think he liked Missing that much, but I know some people really liked it. So that comes out the 20th, so I might go see that. But I might be waiting until like Ant-Man. Like January's kind of dry. Always kind of one of those months I don't really go a lot. But maybe Avatar: Way of Water might go again. Freaking love that movie.
I still haven't seen it, so I can't say. Haven't seen that.
What?
Haven't seen that or the first one. Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Don't leave.
Oh my darling, dude! What the heck?
It was so busy when it came out, and then I got to the point where I was like, "Oh, I still haven't seen the first one. I'll just wait." And then I know that's stupid, but like, I do want to watch it. I know.
I guess. In my opinion, you're missing out. These are some of the two of my favorite movies. I love them so much. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I've been putting off watching the first one for years. That I've just been like, because I've heard all different things, and I'm just like stressing me out. But yeah, I definitely wanna see it soon. Yeah, happy Friday the 13th. How's it going? Beginning weekend. I may see Knock at the Cabin or Quantum. Yeah, I really want to see Knock at the Cabin Door or whatever.
Yeah, I do too. But do you like M. Night? Like, are you a big fan?
I absolutely love his early films. So Unbreakable is one of my favorites of all time. So is Signs. Do you not like Unbreakable?
I don't like either of those that much.
Really? I love them both.
Yeah, I know. No, trust me, I'm in the minority here. Like they're both more towards the bottom. My favorite, I'm not the biggest M. Night guy. My favorite M. Night movie would be Split. And
Split is great as well.
Split's great, dude. And I saw Split before Unbreakable, and obviously Glass, but I didn't know Split was a sequel, so I was hella confused the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
It showed Bruce Willis. I was like, what is he in this movie for? And everyone's like, dude, you seen the first one? I was like, no. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like they didn't like advertise it as it, which is like part of it. But yeah, and of course I love The Sixth Sense as well. So I'm excited, although, slightly worried. And I like Glass. I just don't really like the third act. The certain death in that movie has got to be one of the worst I've seen for a good character.
Yeah, I feel like the third act, like the budget just ran out because like the big action. This is the moment. The Beast is supposed to fight Bruce Willis. I forget Bruce Willis' character name, but this is like the moment, and like it's in the van, and like it was you could tell like he wouldn't have full control. But Knock at the Cabin looks like a kind of return to form for him. Yeah. Great cast. I love Dave Bautista in these more serious roles. You got Ronald Weasley in there, my ginger-headed brother. Come on. Very excited.
You guys do look alike. I've never noticed that until now.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's a good thing. Don't worry. I wasn't saying that to be like, "Hi, you guys like that."
Thanks, man. Gotta go now.
And isn't Jonathan Groff in it as well? If I'm not wrong,
I think he is
from
in it. I
Hamilton.
love
Yeah, yeah,
Jonathan Groff.
yeah. Me
Yeah.
too.
Oh, I
So,
love Frozen too, dude.
oh yeah,
I love all those things.
yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. And of course, Quantumania. You know, of course, I'm gonna see it. That's true. This probably mean. Oh, wait. Oh yes, hockey.
Talk about 13 number.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
hecka confused.
Yeah, I was reading. I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Catching up on some 1966 Batman content. Ooh, I have not seen the show in years. I have seen episodes. Have you?
I haven't. Sorry, I just heard a noise right outside my window. I'm living on the 3rd floor, so that'd be weird. I'm on the highest floor on my building. Anyway, sorry. I haven't seen any Batman animated show, first of all, and I love Batman.
This is the live action one with Adam West.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, no, is it the movie? If it's the movie, I've seen the movie a long time ago, right?
Well, yeah,
The 1966
that
movie.
I think that's when the movie came out, but the show was around that time as well.
I didn't see the show, but I saw the movie when I was like a kid. My dad would like watch it sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, it's a shark repellent. It's the movie is exactly like the show, and I've only seen I don't know how many episodes because it's been years. That's fun. And what did you think of the Quantumania trailer? I did not watch it. I've been missing on so many trailers recently, but it's kind of slightly been on purpose. I've just happened to be at work and then I forget about it. And then I'm like, I'll just leave it until I watch the movie. So I don't be like, hey, I've seen this. I know where this is going to lead. So I'll probably see it in the theater before something else too.
Yeah, that's fair. You probably see it before Knock at the Cabin. I thought the trailer was great. I was way more on board with it because I was really skeptical going into this movie. Not a fan of Ant-Man and the Wasp at all. And I was kind of like, another Ant-Man in the movie? Like, where are we going to go? But I think this is like a Thanos-type movie, Infinity, where like Kang's going to win. He's going to win like big time. And I think it's going to be good. I think the visuals look great. It looks a little trippy. But I'm down for it. The second trailer really got me on board. And it's a Marvel movie. Of course, I'm going to be there. Opening night, Thursday. Buy the popcorn bucket. Like, spend all my money like I do. That's what happens.
You see the shield behind you, so you know. Yeah, like I've seen some pictures from it, and I knew the one certain character spoiler thing. I won't say it, but most people know when they announced when they leaked the Funko Pops, and it was like, really, like that's how you're gonna reveal
I know
it?
what you're talking about. So I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I won't tell you. But I was like, okay, I think it might have been in that last trailer, but I could be wrong. But I'll see it when it comes out. I love the first Ant-Man movie. Don't really like the second one. So yeah, first one's awesome. Suckman says the movie that felt. Yeah, that's the reason I first watched Signs. That's the reason I got into M. Night. I had seen The Sixth Sense, but then Stuckman talked about all these movies, and I was like, oh, I'll check them out. And then I was like, wow, these are great. Personally, I know you're on the other side. I don't get the hate for Signs, especially. I just don't. I was just like, how? That's just me.
Stop with this. I haven't seen Signs since probably like my freshman year in high school. Like when you toss it on with a bunch of your horror movie with your buddies, you know. And I think I was probably expecting a lot more. That was almost a decade ago. So I am definitely due for a rewatch of this movie. And there's like I need to rewatch this one. And that movie I haven't seen is Old, so I need to rewatch Signs.
I haven't seen that. Yeah.
Watch Old. And then I'll be ready. So, because I know every time last time I talked about these movies, I was like, like Signs, like that's like the best, and like Sixth Sense, very good movie.
Yeah.
Split, great. Unbreakable,
Oh no, yeah. But you've seen The Happening with Mark Wahlberg, where there's like the curse where everybody like dies when like it's 2008, I think it was. It's where it's like that really funny scene with. It's like one of the worst. Like it was like the start of like his really bad kind of era of movies.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that one either. So I gotta watch that one.
So funny because it's so bad, but the dialogue is hilarious. I think it's on Disney Plus, or at least it is here.
What happened to him though? Because M. Night used to be like good. He used to like people used to like and respect M. Night. Now you see his movie, you're kind of like throw it to the side kind of thing. So
it was like
where did it all go wrong for him?
Probably The Last Airbender, but. Like it probably started with the yeah. It was like the happening. It was like, wow, this is like so bad. It's kind of funny. And then that one came out and they're like, oh my
Right.
God, this is, whatever. And then what was it? I think, did he do After Earth with Will and Jaden Smith? Did he do that
I think he
movie?
did. Did you watch
Yeah.
After Earth?
No, I've not seen it.
Yeah,
I've also heard.
I saw that in theaters, like so excited. It's one of the most boring movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've heard that
So
was
boring.
pretty bad. But then he came back with Split, so that's why I'm like, maybe it's because I missed like his two worst movies. Yeah, I know Split. The
Yeah, Split's great.
performances. First time I saw Anya Taylor-Joy and everything, and she's one of my favorite actors now. So,
Dude, right there with
and
you.
yeah, and James McAvoy,
Yeah.
of course, killing it. So, yeah. Oh, I am
God.
a little bit behind on the comments. Oh yeah, Shelby Oaks. I am excited to see this Stuckman feature film. I don't know about
Dude, so
you.
I'm a newer Stuckman fan, and I really became a Stuckman fan when he released this video a couple years ago about leaving the Jehovah's Witness.
That's great.
Like I never watched a Stuckman video.
Really?
And I clicked on it, and like that was the first one, and now I'm more like a fan of his. That was literally the first. I listened to the whole thing. I was like, I should probably listen to this guy. I was always Jeremy John's guy over.
Oh
Stuckman.
yeah. I watched that video all the way through, and I'm just like, wow, like he like made it. He's just such like a well put together, told. I've watched that video like up 2 or 3 times. It's just like the Jehovah's Witness one, even. But I've been a fan of him since 2017, 18 probably. So hearing this, it was pretty exciting, and I'm very excited to see how it goes. And I've been keeping up with the behind the scenes things that's been on YouTube as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's cool.
A hot take in here, but the 60s Batman show is one of my least favorite shows of all time. I like when I think of like my least favorite shows, like I could say my least favorite movies, but I find that I can't really point out more than maybe like 3 shows and I'm like, this is one of my least favorite because I haven't seen like as many, you know what I mean? Like if I think of like this like shitty kids show, I can be like, yeah, this one's like one of my least favorite. But hey, that's fair. I mean, it's cheesy. It's all if it's not your thing, then that's totally fair.
Yeah. I'm the kind of guy, if I don't like something, I'm not afraid to turn it off. Like some shows that I try to watch, I'm not into. I'm turning this shit off real quick, and like that's fine with me at least. I know some people really want to like power through it, so like I don't have a least favorite show. I'm like, oh, I hate that show. It's like, nice, don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't have any that I've watched in like the past little bit. Maybe if I think about it, maybe Space Force. That one kind of sucked, but I didn't watch the 2nd season, so which came out. I just
it's because
yeah. That one was awful. I just saw the Joe from Guy the Movies just made a TikTok or some video about it. I just saw it, so that's how it came to mind. But there isn't many shows that I can point at being like, this is one of my least favorite ever. But that's totally fair. I saw the Quantumania teaser in theater previews a while ago. And I went, we got this in Star Wars. Oh, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love the comparisons to Shark Boy and Lava Girl. That was pretty great.
It was just like, and once I heard that comparison, I couldn't unsee it. I was like, dream.
Old is
I loved that movie as a kid.
Oh yes, I don't know how many times I've watched it, but I also haven't watched it in probably 15 or I don't even know when it came out. Probably like 12, 15 years or whatever. But yeah, Old is it seemed that Old was like really, I haven't seen it, but it seemed really interesting to me. And then it came out, got like trashed, but then some people were like, wait, but like you don't get it. And I was like,
exactly. It's always those
it's always like that. So I don't know if it is just genuinely bad or the concept seems pretty interesting. Although I have heard that a show Severance is really good.
I saw Alex talking about that in the chat. Yeah, I heard it's really good.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I feel like
maybe he's not.
I might be behind. Oh,
no, you're good.
Okay, no, I good. I couldn't take that movie seriously. Yeah, I heard that there were some laughably bad scenes, but I wonder if it's like kind of to the level of The Happening or something. I mean, you gotta like make some video or something for The Happening. Like it is funny. Like it's like darkly funny. Like somebody is mowing the lawn and then they get like a whiff of whatever the thing is, and then they just leave it and lay in front of it and it just goes boom over them. And you're like, what the hell am I watching? It's it's so random. And then like there's that like infamous scene from the line from Mark Wahlberg. I forget what he says, but it's still like this older woman. It's just hilarious. But I haven't seen in like 2 or 3 years, so I can't remember exactly
Okay.
what it is.
So
Yeah, yes, kind of talked about this before, but yes, are you going to see it even as a newer fan?
yeah, I'm definitely excited to check it out. I like people's first feature films for people. Like I went to school with this kid who's like in the process of making a movie, and it's gonna come to like a theater here in Sacramento, and like he's trying to get a bunch of kids went to high school with to go watch it, which is really
Nice.
I always like that. I try to support that, and it's really cool. And I donated to like when he had the big donation for the movie and all, and so I donated to that. I'm rooting for the dude. Like it sounds pretty cool. It got a cool little cast in there too.
Yeah, yeah, and it seems that all his I
Yeah,
think his crew seems pretty great as well. But I was like looking at some of the actors too, and some of the other things they've been, and I was like, this is cool because like there's not like any
yeah,
like huge actors, which will make it more interesting considering the story. It'll be like I feel like I'm not
right,
watching, I don't know, some random actor play this character. Like it actually feels real, and considering
right.
the plot of it, Old is
Yeah.
like the sequel to The Happening. Oh great, God! Oh, here it is. It might explain the show. Basically, its best projects in years. Yeah, I do. Oh, is it Servant? Okay, that makes more
I have no
sense.
idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you, but I know it's on Apple TV, so maybe I'll check it out if it's not too long yet. I think there's a final season coming soon. Favorite animated movie? Mine is the Lego Ninjago movie. I haven't heard about that one in a
Wow.
while.
I
What is?
I haven't
What's
heard
your
anyone have
favorite?
that as a favorite, so power to you.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh,
unique.
that's I always say Spider-Verse, like Into the Spider-Verse. I love that movie so much. But you got toss like the Lion King up there. Absolute classic. Frozen. I don't care. I don't know if the Frozen haters come my way. I
At
love
least it's
that
not the
movie. I
second
watched it.
one.
I love Frozen 2 just as much, dude. I love Frozen 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
What about the one behind you? Are you gonna give a shout to that one?
Incredibles? Absolutely, dude.
I was like just waiting. Anytime I see that where people are like, it'll be like, "What's your favorite Batman movie?" And they'll have like a poster behind them. I'm like, "Are they gonna say it? Are they gonna say it?" But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I gotta say my
Yeah.
favorites. Obviously you gotta have like the Lion King stuff in there. Finding Nemo's my favorite of the Pixar movies.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I love that one. I love Batman Under the Red Hood. That one is great. I watched it the first time I think last year. Um, yeah, those are, and then of course, all the Disney classic Aladdin, all those I love. So
I
not
love
really much
Aladdin.
more.
My
Yeah,
fiance's
not
favorite movie ever. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, it's Robin Williams, so you can't really go wrong with that. The
Can't
clips
go
of
wrong.
him in the voice booth are some of my favorites
Right.
of all time. Like, or the fact
That's
that they
super
couldn't,
cool.
yeah, or that they couldn't nominate the movie for like original script or something because he was improving so many lines. Like that
Yeah.
is such a cool detail. It's like it's the most
Yeah.
Robin Williams thing I heard. Uh
Uh-huh.
First, oh yeah, Shrek is great as well. I love Shrek. I know so much of it is became a joke, but it is so good. And I've heard so many good
Yeah.
things about the Puss in Boots movie.
Puss in Boots.
Did you
Yeah.
see it?
I've heard I haven't seen it yet, and I want to watch it. And it's on like streaming now, so I might check it out. But
Mhm.
I heard it's like some people said it's like crazy badass with the action. Other people said it's a really good animated movie. And like Shrek fell off for me after Shrek 2. I was not a fan of the Shrek movies. I
Yeah.
wasn't really a fan of the first Puss in Boots. Like Shrek 4, do the roar. I freaking hate that movie, But with Puss in Boots, I might go check it out. I heard it's like really, really good.
Yeah, like even my like non-film friends are like, we just got back from this. Like, this is so sick. You should watch it. And then someone like posted the full movie to TikTok or something, and he like sent me it. He's like, watch this before it gets taken down. I'm like, I'm not watching a movie on TikTok, but thank you. So
Yeah.
that always seems to happen with these movies. Western Australia. It's got to be
That's
really
cool.
early in the morning. I don't even know what time it is for you. For me, it's 9:09. For you, it's 6:09, I think. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's probably what, like 6 in the morning, dang near? I don't know how
6,
far Australia is
7.
ahead of us.
Yeah, I forget how many hours, but I know it's ahead.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna go watch Happening now? Do it. It's like it's not one of those movies that's like so bad that you don't want to watch it. It's like honestly, I want to go back and watch it again now after talking about it.
Yeah.
It is so
I'm
funny.
probably gonna watch it soon now.
You should. It is hilarious. Let me
Yeah.
know what you think of it. I mean, you're gonna hate it and think it's awful because it is. It's a terrible movie, but it is so
Yeah.
funny, and that's what makes it so just watchable. Shelby Oaks behind the scenes looks like it's one of the better looking horror films. Very high, but yeah, like even for it having a lower budget of like what, just over $1 million or something, it still looks interesting. I mean, not like we've seen much from it. We just know the basic story and got some behind the scenes facts, but I'm just rooting for him. It's just somebody that's very inspirational to me. Obviously, one of the reasons I'm going to channel and started it and felt like comfortable enough to make it is because someone like Chris exists. So there's that. Total switch from Shelby Oaks to Prince of Egypt.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen. I think I probably have seen it, but not since I was like super young. But I have not watched it so recently that I remember it. So I know a lot of people love it. That's like what, late 90s, I think. If I'm thinking of the right movie.
It's a DreamWorks movie, right?
I think, or it's like, I'll look it up. Just so we don't get it wrong. Or was Prince. I think it was like 1998. Yeah, I have seen this, but it's been so long. Is it DreamWorks? It is DreamWorks. You were right. Yeah. Val Kilmer. Ralph Fiennes.
People say it's fantastic. Like it's like so good, supposedly.
Yeah. Honestly, people are probably gonna be like, "Watch this now, watch this." So maybe, but it's always weird. Like for like a movie like that I feel like I've missed out on. I'm like, I gotta have like another reason to watch it. Like there's something related to it because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that's probably just me to be like, I don't know why I would sit down and watch this, even though it's like a genuinely great movie. There's just that part of me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. If that makes sense at all, but if not,
I kind of get you. There's so many movies. So like movies like this, I'm always add it to the watch list. My watch list is probably like 1 million deep, and I'll just never watch them. I'll be like, I'm gonna rewatch like Shrek, for example, Frozen, a movie I've seen 1,000 times. I'm like, I'm gonna rewatch that instead of watching some new movie that I probably should. So
because you know you're gonna enjoy Frozen or Shrek.
Exactly. It's like the anxiety of you're like, am I gonna like this actually or what? So
especially if it's like hailed as a classic or like I still believe this movie's gonna be. I'm not just picking on this movie, but all of them. Overall, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is the most mature Dreamers movie in a long time. The villain is usually top. Yeah, I heard like a ton of praise about the villain. That's what like everybody was saying. Was it just like it was so good, and I don't remember what it was, but it was something. And like, what DreamWorks movies would you say you like? I'm trying to even think.
How to Train Your Dragon has to be up there. Great movies. You got to put the Shrek movies up there. I think Ants, is that a DreamWorks movie? That might not be a DreamWorks movie. Maybe not.
It might have been because it was like the villain of A Bug's Life, so it might have been.
Yeah,
I did watch. We watched that in a what was it? What's it called?
Oh, Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yeah, Megamind.
We used to watch that all the time. Probably because there was Will Ferrell and Guns N' Roses in it, so that makes sense. Is this DreamWorks? It is DreamWorks. Yeah, we watched this in like a civics class, like a law type thing, because of the ant colonies and the perspectives of it. For some reason, we watched Ants, which I remember when I put on, I was like, "This is a weird choice." And also knowing someone like Woody Allen's in the movie is interesting, but Sylvester Stallone is in it, which is great because his role is
honestly, bro, I love that. I grew up watching that on VHS. Like I love that movie.
It's a good movie. Like I like it.
Yeah. Worker, soldier, worker, soldier's crazy. Yeah.
It's like, you go back and you watch that when you're older, and you're like, this is I see what they were going for with. It seems like it's an ant colony movie, but there's all these hidden political references, but whatever. Can't probably predict this, but ranking of the Back to the Future trilogy. I did a video, I think, a while ago with Alex Thomas, but of course I'm going to share it here. I'll let you go first, though.
I love the first one. The first one's ultimate classic. Is this the second one? Is I think the third one a Western?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Same thing. Yeah, that's what it is with most people. Or there's people who don't like the second one, which is very rare. But when they don't, then they like love the
Yeah.
third one. But yeah, I it's 1, 2, 3. I might be seeing the Back to the Future musical thing
Oh,
sometime in like March, because I'm going on a Europe trip. First time going to Europe with the school,
wow.
and we're
That's cool.
going to London, or yeah, London, Paris, and Barcelona. So
Dude,
that'll be awesome.
th-
It's like 10 days.
that's a
It's
mic drop
sweet.
moment right there. That's
Yeah,
super cool.
yeah, it's I'm very excited for it. So we fly overnight. And like as soon as we land, like that's like it's like start. So it's like sleep on the plane, or else you're not sleeping that day. So
Right.
it'll be
That's cool, man.
it'll be fun. And I've never been over there, and I've always wanted to go to London, especially.
Absolutely.
So that'll be great. And apparently we're seeing some type of show. And I asked, and I was like,
Nice.
oh, I wonder. I was like, I wonder. Okay, so I asked, and he's like, right now, I'm thinking it's gonna be the Back to the Future musical though that's based on the movie. And I was like, okay, we'll see how that goes, because I don't know anything. Like I've seen
Yeah, I
the
haven't even heard of that.
posters, and I've seen
Yeah.
like the very like probably like 10-second clips of it, but I've been like, I wonder how this is, because you never know how those could
Right.
be.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Madagascar! I forgot about Madagascar. We always watch
Great one.
Madagascar. Yes.
Yeah.
Even the
I haven't rewatched it in
sequels.
a long time.
Yeah,
But
there's
Madagascar, yeah. Great.
there's parts of some of those movies that are just like ingrained into my brain that I'm just like,
Right.
I feel like I couldn't watch some of those movies the same, just because parts of them when I was younger. Oh, Flushed Away. I don't even know if it's a good movie or not. I just hate it because we watched it so much. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's great, but we always put this movie on, and there's something about it that is just weird. That like I mean I
Right.
know they're like rats and whatever, but it's just like, or what's that? There's like some singing thing. I forget, it's like, but I don't remember exactly.
Right.
That
I've
one,
never seen
and
Flushed Away.
I forget who is it. Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman voices whatever the main guy's name is, and there's like a Wolverine reference or something when he's like flipping through like his costumes or like his suits, which is like interesting. But maybe it is a good movie. Oh, there's like these like high-pitched singing, and all this is coming back to me now. I haven't seen this in so many years. I remember when I was like volunteering at something like probably like 5 years ago, and it was like
Right.
one of like a YMCA, and they had it on the TV, and I saw it. I was like, no, not this again, because I always watch
nightmares,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, back to this again. But it could be a good movie, and I have seen Over the Hedge. I just haven't seen it in well over 10 years.
Over the Hedge was a great one. I used to have that on PlayStation 2 as a video game and the Game Boy. I freaking loved Over the Hedge as a kid.
I think my one friend has the VHS of it, because he used to have like Beauty and the Beast, which we watched on VHS in his parents' room when their TV was like a small one that was like up in the corner of their room. I don't know if you probably remember that era of like bedroom TVs that weren't like down, but they were like in the corner of rooms.
Yep.
I don't
Little tiny box TV that had
Yeah,
the VHS in it. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So I remember watching. I don't know if we watched it there, but we watched Beauty and the Beast on that. Maybe some other Disney ones. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
That's just all this stuff's coming. All this DreamWorks nostalgia. Get back. DreamWorks is heading to an approach I think is best for the Megamind. Make it a TV series for Peacock. I did not know that. Kung Fu Panda 4 is coming next year. I have heard about that. Been talks to revive the Shrek universe. Is there sources for this? I mean,
I'm not sure.
I don't know if this is a rumor. I feel like I might have heard something about the Kung Fu Panda one. Like I know there was that Netflix series that might have been animated.
I guess season 2 just dropped, I think. Like
there's
today.
2 seasons of it?
I think the second season just dropped today.
What the? Oh my god. I remember,
yeah, they're not marketing it at all.
No, I remember Jack Black announcing it, and that's the only reason why, because I watch all his YouTube videos because he's one of my favorite people on this earth. If I ever meet Jack Black, my whole life will just be perfect. Like nothing will top. Well, if you think, but that's up there on the priority priority list.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
how to. Thank you, and Andrew Garfield. Well, this one's a little easy for me. I don't know about you, but
You go first.
Tick Tick Boom, of course.
Okay, nice. Yeah, mine as well. I was waiting. I thought you were gonna have a debate. Yeah.
Oh no, no.
It's great.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
unfortunately only seen it once, but like so much of that movie has stuck with me since. Like it's so
Yeah.
inspirational, which is kind of funny because it's a movie about something else, about a person who's inspirational, who's inspired. Like it's
Right.
Inception,
Yeah, I hear you.
Jonathan Larson type thing, which is great, and that's got to be one of his best, if not his best performance.
I
And
would say his best, even over. I saw a clip from today. What's it called? Oh, it's gonna kill me.
Social
The
Network.
war movie. No, the war.
Oh,
movie.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge. I
That
would
one's
say,
great
I always,
too. Yeah.
God, it's a good movie. I always forget about Social Network. Social Network's probably his best. And it was a damn shame he didn't get nominated.
Yeah, I like it's just more losing faith in awards and all that. And I just saw a video today about the Golden Globes and their fun past and all the actors who like boycotted them, and Tom Cruise like gave back all his awards and stuff. Oh, fun award season. I didn't watch the Golden Globes because I was working and I'm not really interested in them. When a lot of, especially Golden Globes over Oscars, because a lot of that stuff's TV. So
yeah,
I don't really care for it as much. Jack Black is also one of those. Yeah, comfort performance is like the best way to put it, because like I'll watch him in any movie, no matter what it is, and I'll laugh and I'll love it. Like Nacho Libre was probably like the last movie I watched from him months ago, but that movie is so funny. Have you seen that one?
Pretty funny movie. Oh yeah, Nacho. Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it lately. Yeah. My favorite all-time Jack Black movie is School of Rock. I love School of Rock, bro.
Yep.
The world is run by the man. You don't know the man? He's everywhere. Miss Mullins.
I have a shirt that says "Stick It to the Man" with a red guitar on it. That's that's also one of my favorite movies. I've seen it well over 20 times. Like that's not even an exaggeration. Like I've sat down and fully watched the movie because my dad loves it. He's the one that showed us when we were younger, and then after I got into rock music, I found even more of a strong appreciation for it. And every time I go back, and it's Richard Linklater, so it's got is your dog there?
Yeah, my dogs are attacking me as we speak right now. See if I can whip it right there. There's one, and there's the other. They're getting crazy. Hi, go, stop. I know they're getting the 6:30 zoomies as they normally do. Stop. Of course. Yep, and she wants to say hi, baby. Hi. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Crashing the stream,
but they always have to. It's a point. It has to happen.
They do it on when I do streams with Chris too. They always just want to jump in there. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, you guys are crazy. Oh my, like, dude, you've been on there for too long. I was editing the video for a little while before I was doing this. So.
Oh yeah, they're like get off and pay attention.
Yeah, exactly. It's time to play.
Yeah, that's my dog is weird. She like gets it at like 10 o'clock at night or at like 4. Like it's like she doesn't have like a set time like other dogs. Like it's just whenever like everybody, or like when everybody comes home, or nobody's been home for a while and then they get home and she's just like go and in our backyard in like the winter our like pool steps are our pool is covered and the steps are like out a bit. And she like as she runs she like jumps she doesn't go around it, she jumps over it and keeps going. And she's not a big dog, like she's a mini golden doodle, so she's a pretty average.
My buddy has one of those. Hey, so you guys need to chill. My buddy has he has a micro golden doodle. It's like
a micro. Really?
It's like it's what they call it. Yeah, I'm not lying. She's like 6 pounds.
Jesus. Okay, mine is not that small, but she's maybe 30, not even 30, maybe 20. Yeah, 25 to 30, I'd say. My girlfriend's cats are fat. Yeah, my girlfriend's cat, one of them is 18 pounds, the other one is 22 pounds.
Oh my God.
They are
fat.
God. Yeah, they're not like unhealthy though. Like the doctor, I'll find a picture. The doctor said they're perfectly healthy. They're just fat. It's pretty funny. Like this is a 22-pound one. He is fat.
Oh my God.
He's
Dude,
so
that's not a
cute.
healthy cat. I'm sorry.
Like I know you'd think that, and I always make fun of them for being fat, but like, and like this is the other one. They're so cute, but they're so fat.
Damn, they hella cute.
Yeah, like my girlfriend thought my
Got them
cat
chubby
was
cheeks.
was a baby. This is my dog being weird because she is the weirdest dog I've ever met. This is how she was naturally sitting on the couch. Look at her.
That's
Look at
cool.
where.
My dog,
Yeah.
I know her butt. My dog Daisy sleeps like right on your neck like this. Like that's what she'll sit there, she'll go there, and when she wakes me up, I sleep on my back, and she'll stand with her foot like right in your esophagus, and I go, oh! That's how I wake up every morning. It's great. I'm like, thank you so much.
You're awake for the day at least. Yeah, and then
Exactly.
like my girlfriend thought my cat was a baby because she's normal size. I was like, no, she's
Yeah,
way
no
older.
kidding.
But I'm surprised she's not terrorizing my room right now. On a ton of in
Right.
videos, you can see her jump on my desk. She's not in here right now.
Yeah.
Moving on from animals. What's the actor who always plays himself? Have you seen a lot of Tom Holland movies though? Because I find that he plays different roles.
Yeah,
What do
so
you
I
think
know
of?
why. Like I can go off. I know a lot of people say every time I see Tom Holland, he's playing himself. I disagree. Even like obviously, like in Spider Man, that just seems how bubbly it is, but everything. He's a very bubbly guy. But like Cherry, Cherry's a very underrated movie in my opinion. I don't know if you ever saw it, the Russo Brothers movie.
I never watched it, but yeah.
Okay. I was a big defender of Cherry. I was not a fan of the one that went to Netflix. I don't remember what that was
The
called.
Devil All the Time? The Devil. That one?
Yeah, he was cool in that movie, but that movie is awful in my opinion. But
Really? I really enjoyed it, but
yeah,
yeah, thinking back on it, I'm like, it is so
yeah,
slow. But again, that's another that was what I was gonna use as an example where he's playing that is not Tom
right.
Holland.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
no,
So
but
there's
I can see what they mean though, because a lot of people will say that too. And but like Ryan Reynolds, to me, I always see Ryan Reynolds being like he's just Ryan Reynolds in the movie, like Free Guy. That's how he is. Deadpool, he's just a funny dude. And I love Ryan Reynolds. He's one of my favorite actors, people in Hollywood, famous people. I love Ryan Reynolds.
yes, and he's Canadian.
I would say Ryan Reynolds for me. Yeah,
I
good
like
old Canadian boy.
yeah, I say Ryan Reynolds, but then like I'm like at least like they're not wrong, especially with like recently. But then there's like I was like I get the argument for like Free Guy, Adam Project, like stuff like that, but he's always funny and he's always entertaining in them. So like I don't
Yeah,
mind and I love him. And like
doesn't
Deadpool,
bother me.
I kind of see him as like a different character. Probably that's because he looks different, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. There's the basics of like you could say Will Ferrell, but like I don't care because Will Ferrell's characters are awesome and I love it. Like I
Yeah.
Step Brothers is one of the best comedies ever. I rewatched it a few nights ago. Holy shit, that movie is still so funny, and I've seen it 20
Funny.
times. But it is like
Yeah.
every single time I watch the movie, there's a new line that sticks with me. Like after
Yep.
the kids attack them, they get in trouble, and Will Ferrell is like, I got a belly full of white dog shit. Now you drop this shit on me. It's like
Yeah.
just
Hilarious
continues. And
line.
yes, there's so much. I have a shirt that looks like it would be like a good quality shirt, but it says boats and hoes on it and has their faces on it. So
Yeah.
it's pretty great. And I
No, it's great.
was very proud that years ago I learned all the lyrics to that song. As bad
Oh,
as it
dude.
is.
Yeah, I was in elementary school and I had it on my my iPod Nano, the little one that didn't have a screen, and I'd be like boats and hoes, just singing that at school in like 5th grade, and everyone's like, my teacher's like, Trevor, you need to watch your mouth, and I'm like, I'm singing a song, lady.
You won't go down. No.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's so great. High Fidelity. I put off watching this one for so long because I want to react to it, and you reminded me, and I'm probably gonna do it in the next few weeks. This was like Jack
I've never
Black's
even heard of
first
it.
movie. It was his first movie where he's like, there's like some scenes where he's in a record store. I think he's like a worker there, but it's music related, so of course it's Jack Black, and
Right.
I mean anything music. I love Tenacious D, like his band with Kyle Gass and The Pick of Destiny, the movie. Oh my god, it's so. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
It's funny,
Yeah.
but it's better when you've listened to the band than like you actually get it.
Okay.
But like it's
Got
good
it.
intro. I mean, Dave Grohl plays Satan in it, and you can't even tell it's him, so it's awesome.
Yeah,
Like they,
that's cool.
oh my god, they like have a song where like he starts like exploding people's heads because his voice is so good, and like genuinely he is
Oh.
such a great singer too. And the movie
Yeah.
is it's such like a dumb stoner rock comedy, but that's
Nice.
what makes it so good. It's like you get the music,
Yeah.
you get it, it's funny, and there's a bunch of very clever lines.
Yeah.
Absolutely, to answer this question,
Yes.
yes, and there'll be a video directly after. Last of Us is my favorite game of all time, so absolutely.
Yeah, I'm working my way through right now. I have not finished it, but I'm planning on finishing it before on Sunday. I'm really excited to watch it. It just looks, and I've heard so many good things so far.
Mhm.
But like even like if like people who don't like play the video game, I think they can still find enjoyment in it. Like I think this gonna be like that quality of a show. Like I can like refer this to my in-laws and like they'll watch it and be able to enjoy it. You know, like a quality
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic show. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it. I played the game back in 2020. It was the first like story Spider-Man was the first story game I completed, and then that was my
Yeah.
like 2-3 month gaming phase. I
Right.
also beat Batman Arkham Knight, but that was like about a year ago. So there's that. Those are the 3 games
Yeah.
I've completed like PlayStation wise, and I played other ones. But yeah, it's my favorite game easily. It's got one of my favorite.
Yeah.
It's just one of my favorite things ever. Like considering I made a video on a video game back then, says how good the game is, and Pedro
Right.
Pascal gonna be amazing. There's been so much like control from Neil, was it Drunkman or however you say Drunkman, however you say his name, and I've heard
Mhm.
great things about it already. I'm
Yeah.
so excited for it. I'm so excited.
Dude, I'm excited to have something to look forward to watching every Sunday.
Yeah, and it's like it actually genuinely feels like a TV show. It's not just like a
Right.
streaming series or something. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it's gonna be
Yeah.
coming out at a specific time when people can actually sit down and watch it, not at 3 in the morning every single day. So
Right.
I forget if it's like I think it's like 9 o'clock or something, at least for me. So
Yeah.
yeah, I this is my most anticipated thing of the year. So there's that.
Hell yeah.
Favorite anime of all time? Do you have a favorite?
I watched like Avatar: Last Airbender, Legend of Korra. I'm watching the Legend of Korra right now. That's about that even counts as anime. It's all the anime I've ever really checked out. But I've heard so many good people refer to anime to me all the time. I just never really watch it.
That's fair. I started watching it back 2019, probably. Yeah, I watched a bunch of Studio Ghibli films. Love them. I still think they're amazing. Like Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle is awesome. Christian Bale is in like the English dub. Christian Bale, Billy Crystal, like they're in the English dub of it.
Oh wow.
So that's awesome. Princess Mononoke, those are all great, but easily my favorite is Cowboy Bebop. I watched that little
Okay, I've heard good
over a
things about
year
that, yeah.
ago. Holy shit. I haven't watched the Netflix version of it. Holy shit. It's like one of the best shows I've ever seen. Like it's like a
Wow.
top 5 show, top 10, like easily top 10, probably top 5. Best
Yeah.
animated show ever. I mean, like somehow like the filler episodes are like so good, and it's got like 26, 28 episodes through, and that's the whole show. And like I
Oh
was
wow.
I was halfway through the show, bought it on Blu-ray because I was like, I'm gonna watch this definitely again. Like
Yeah.
yeah, and it's so good. I still need to watch the movie version of like there's like a movie for this series, but the characters and the like the fifth, I think it's the 5th or 6th, I think it's the 5th episode is like a film noir style episode. It's my
Okay.
favorite of the series. It is so kick-ass. Villain, the whole story is just amazing. So
Yeah.
I think I assume it's still on Netflix. I would recommend checking it out because it's
Okay.
and like it's one of those where if there's a big anime fan, you can tell me I'm wrong, but from what I've heard, they say like the English dub is actually better than the original, which is very rare, apparently.
That sounds very rare.
Yeah, but that's how I watched it, and even people who are said like, "Oh, I've watched all the different versions. That's like the best one." So
Okay.
it's
I'll check it out.
phenomenal. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Yeah, Devil All Time, right, a little bit. Step Brothers, yeah, it gets better. This is Joaquin Phoenix quotes it as his best, like Will Ferrell's best film, or okay. Love letter for film fans. All right, that's good. Yeah, I want to react to it soon. Jeremy Renner, like the snowplow incident.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's good that he's safe because first hearing that was, God, I was like, this is not normally something you hear from a big of an actor as Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. Well, wasn't the story that he was like saving someone?
Yeah,
And then
like
he
he was
got
like he was like helping out, and some like the like system on the thing wasn't working properly, and then his legs got all
Yeah.
torn up, and I'm like, what happens if he? I mean, it sounds like nothing terrible is like nothing like life threatening, and like he's gonna
Right.
be able to walk in. But could you imagine like someone who's playing an Avenger and just had a Hawkeye and this other like renovations show coming to Disney Plus, like then that happens, like that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But it's good that
Very
he's
crazy.
still safe.
All good.
Hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Have you seen Almost Famous?
Dude, there's so many movies I haven't seen. I have not seen
Oh,
it.
it is so good. That's all. And then I keep saying all these my favorite movies. This one is like I have the steel book of it on 4K. It's like at the Penny Lane, Beatles reference, obviously. Kate Hudson
Yeah.
just killing it in that movie. The whole movie, Cameron Crowe, I love it. Soundtrack's awesome. The Tiny Dancer scene is one of the most famous, probably in the past. Well, I should say 25 years now, almost, because it came out in 2000. Yeah. It's just like one of those movies that you watch and you're just like, if you love music, despite what you think of Rolling Stone and their terrible list sometime, like the last, did you see the list on the best singers of all time?
No.
Oh, it is it's pretty rough in some spots. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
It's at least my opinion and almost every single other person on the internet. But it's fantastic. It's just like out of all Cameron Crowe's films, I think it's his best. And there's like really the only version you can find is like they call it like the bootleg cut, which is like I think in reality it's just like the director's cut. They just call it that.
Got it.
Because music bootlegging the music. So
yeah,
it's great. It's long. It's like that version of it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes, but it flies by. Wow. And yeah, if you do watch it, let me know. But I could recommend that movie to like anybody.
Is it like a drama, comedy, dramedy?
It's like a more a drama, I'd say, for everything. So it's about like the youngest. It's like partially true to Cameron Crowe. So it's like I think it was the youngest or one of the youngest Rolling Stones critics following the band Stillwater, and kind of the whole journey with that, meeting people along the way, different situations. Jimmy Fallon is in the movie as the band's manager with like a full like he's had like a little bit like a full beard, and like it's great. Like just seeing the progression of the characters and what happens to some of them and how this young kid is trying to sometimes take care of these 20-year-olds. Like it's quite interesting.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's extremely good. And I feel like I can't really do justice to it just by saying that. This is a very what's the word? What's
unique top 5?
Unique top 5.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith, good. Light of Ninjago movie. Haven't seen it. Whiplash, phenomenal, of course. Yeah, perfect. TASM 2. My opinion, yikes, but you know what?
Yeah, good for you, man.
and Inception. So Inception, Whiplash, hell yeah. And there's some of my favorites. Revenge of the Sith is great. Yeah.
For me, you're 3 for 5 because I'm 3 for 4 because I haven't seen Lego Ninjago. TASM 2's it's just fine. I like Andrew Garfield No Way Home a lot, but I still don't like his standalone TASM movies very much.
Yep,
I'll stand by that. Like No Way Home, Andrew Garfield, I feel is pretty different from the one we got from the TASM movies.
Yeah, because he's good.
Exactly. So
not his performance, his character is good. Okay, clear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I just never understood the love for TASM 2. I always like they're okay. I don't hate them, but they're like definitely not my favorite. And TASM 2, like when Gwen Stacy, yeah, I'm like, oh,
I kind of hate TASM 2, but there's like the odd person who everybody you either really don't like it, or then there's a few that's like, this is the best Spider-Man movie ever, and I was like,
exactly
that way, sure. Okay, whoa, okay. Do you think the return of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine could rival the return of Tobey and Andrew No Way Home as being an epic cheer-worthy moment? I mean, it's going to be an epic cheer-worthy moment. There we go. But I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal as Tobey and Andrew because we 100% know it's gonna happen. I mean, we
Yeah.
had all the leaks, but like it's gonna be in the trailer, so we're gonna know when it
Exactly.
is. I mean, yeah.
I feel like
so
though they're gonna have to have that moment where like Deadpool or something. Wolverine's got to make the entrance. He's got to have that cloud pleasing moment, and like Deadpool's got to break the fourth wall, and like in that moment, you know,
he's got to
like,
make
there's no
some
way.
shot at like No Way Home or something, even like, and not even
Exactly,
directly,
like
but
yeah, something funny. And I know they'll do it right, but
yeah.
talk about
I
the
mean,
best
like
way to introduce him.
we could think of like some stupid thing where he like looks at the camera and says, "Why is he walking like that?" Like no one's looking, like something stupid like that. But they're gonna find a way
Yeah,
that's a million times better. So
be
I don't.
hilarious.
To answer your question, I do I think it could rival it? No. Am I still absolutely excited out of my mind for it? Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the best way
very
to
much
put it.
so.
I love the first Deadpool so much. If you don't like BVS, it's actually really called Cosmic Clash. Well, I like Batman vs Superman. Kind of in the minority. It kind of depends on who you ask.
Right.
Have you ever heard of what? Well, what do you think of BVS first?
I only watched the Ultimate Edition. I couldn't really tell you about the theatrical. Like I haven't watched theatrical since theaters, but I enjoy it quite a bit, and hits me in the feels, especially the end. You know, when you see like the Superman's grave, the flying.
Oh, the dirt.
I love the
Yeah.
The
This
Man
is
of
like
Steel
a
score. I'm really gonna miss that.
yeah, the Lego DC Comics superheroes. It's like one of these films videos as they're listed on IMDb.
Got it.
So that's
Interesting.
that's pretty cool. Like I really like the like BVS, and I liked it more than most people when it came out in theaters, but my memory of it really is only the Ultimate Edition. So there's a lot of stuff how
Right.
they explain why Superman couldn't find the bomb, why like all that stuff, which I think
Yeah.
makes it great. I did a whole video on it. I mean, we did a your favorite movies video back wow, almost like a year and a half, 2 years ago now. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But I did one with Joe from Guy at the Movies. I talked about earlier, and we discussed some certain scenes. Like nobody likes the Martha scene, and we explained why we think it's actually a great scene. I stand by it.
Yeah.
I stand by it.
That's cool.
So if you're interested in that, check that out. He likes to hit us with these type of questions. Which performance by a leading actress in a movie released last year? Angela Bassett, Wakanda Forever, or Florence Pugh and Don't Worry, Darling? I'll let you go.
I'm going Angela Bassett. I'm rooting for her to win the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress this year. I said that when I saw the movie. She's unbelievably great in Wakanda Forever. I'm in the minority. I really enjoyed Don't Worry, Darling, like a lot, and I love
I liked
Florence.
it a lot too.
Yeah, I didn't understand. Hey, I do think of like some things about that movie. Thought like it was almost too clever. There are some open ends. I was kind of like, all right, you got to try a little too fancy with it, but I still enjoyed it a lot. I don't think that's Florence's best performance, but she carries any movie she's in. But Angela Bassett, I will say, because I wasn't expecting that emotional of a performance. You know, when she's like firing Okoye. You see Wakanda Forever, right?
Yeah. I think it's good. I liked it.
I love it. It's top 10 for me. It's top like 7 for me. Like I love
Nice.
Wakanda Forever.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
her performance, like when you heard it in the trailer, but when you see that in the theater, how like there's like no music in the background. They're like, dude, I saw it with Chris from Filmstock. And I looked at him, I was like, what the F? Like that was so good.
Yeah, I mean, I basically agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd consider her leading, but
More supporting, I feel.
Yeah, definitely supporting, but yeah, she's great. We'll see if it actually gets nominated. But then again, the first Black Panther did, so we kind of have to rule that into it because everyone's like, "Oh, it's a superhero movie," but we had that for the first one. But Florence is great in Don't Worry, Darling, stand out. Although I did enjoy the movie quite a bit. You know, everyone had to talk about it because of the insanity behind the scenes.
Yeah, the controversy.
And Harry Styles is in it. I liked his performance. I don't know other people. I did. And a lot of people also shit on My Policeman. I thought it was fantastic. I assume you haven't seen it. Most people haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, yeah.
It is great. Like, I don't know. I just don't like. It's one of those movies where like you can sometimes watch. Like I can watch Don't Worry, Darling and be like, okay, I understand like parts of why people don't like this. But I watched My Policeman and I'm like, they're only hating. My opinion. They're only hating on this movie because it's Harry Styles. If it was any other actor, they wouldn't. But its performance is still great. So that's a recommendation that I would make for a lot of people. But
yeah,
like I don't know, it's just like so many people cannot separate his music from his acting, which drives me crazy because I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I don't know if you're a big fan of Taylor Swift. I'm a diehard Taylor Swift fan. She's like one of my all-time favorite artists, and she's like making a movie. And a lot of people are like, "She's a musician. She shouldn't be directing a movie." And I don't agree with that. Like I love her. I'm gonna support her and everything like that. But Harry and even Don't Worry, Darling, when he's like him and Florence are like yelling at each other, you're like, dude. I remember sitting in the theater. I was kind of like, oh snap. And then like some people like posted TikToks like laughing about it. I'm like, y'all are just, you wanted to hate it. That's why you don't like it.
That's the thing, is it
going in like, he's gonna suck, let's go watch it. It's like, why are you watching it then if you know he's gonna suck?
Yeah, that's what I honestly like. A lot of like, if you have a valid criticism for the movie, go ahead, like say it, like that's fair. But most of it was just like, oh, he sucks. And it was like, you know, maybe that one scene where he's like, you're gonna put it all at risk, whatever. I'm like, sure. But then again, like they're picking on the movie so much harder because it is him.
Right.
If it was, if Chris Pine was in that scene, would they really be, and he delivered it the same way, would they really be picking on like that? That's something that I feel like talked about a lot. Yeah. I mean, I think it's good. We got another, I think like that. Aside from Pulp Fiction, what do you think Samuel L. Jackson's best performance is? One that came to mind is The Hateful Eight. He is fantastic in that movie. I know it's Tarantino as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Pulp Fiction.
What?
I've never seen Pulp Fiction. I've never seen it. Yeah. Isn't that? And I never finished Hateful Eight, and so I didn't finish Hateful Eight.
It's long.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw another one in there. He's so underrated in Django. Like he's so
he's so good in that movie too.
God, he's hilarious. But he's 20 minutes he has working for Mr. Candy, aka Leo. Like
oh god,
dude, he's great. I'll throw the other guys. Honestly, I think the other guys is he's so funny in that. So
for the bushes.
Throw that in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that movie's funny. God, now there's all these movies that we're talking about. I'm like, oh, I gotta watch like 20 movies tonight. But
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he's great in Django, great in Incredible. It's great. He's great in everything he's in.
Honey, where's my soup? The Incredibles again, dude. Missed 2 references tonight.
Yeah, and I honestly, as big of a diehard fan as I am, I've never seen a sequel. I've seen the first one more. Like if I were to watch, I think I've seen it probably like 8 times, which is more than all the other movies. There's not 8 diehard movies, to my knowledge at least. But how many is there? Like 5, 6, maybe 5. There's for sure 5, I think. Die Hard 1, 2, 3, Live Free and Die Hard.
And A Good Day to Die Hard.
Good Day to Die Hard. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So there's 5. Yeah, have you
I've only seen one Die Hard, and it was, I think it was Live Free or Die Hard. That's the one, I believe, where he flies the car into the helicopter.
So Fast and Furious?
No, it's a Die Hard movie. Yeah. You haven't seen the sequel, so that's the only one I've seen. It was like the 2008 one, and that was it. Yeah.
I think I've seen the post. Cool. Yeah, you got to watch the original Die Hard eventually. More movies.
I told myself I was gonna watch it this past Christmas, then I didn't.
Yeah, so, now Christmas. You're put on the spot now that like we have live proof that you said you were going to. Big Lebowski. This is one that I swear I'm going to rewatch this week. Not because, I mean, sure, because you said it, but because my one friend was sending me videos of the movie and like, because they were watching it. And I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen this movie in like 6 years. And it is one of the funniest things ever. Like, let me guess. Have you seen The Big Lebowski? No? Okay, I didn't think so.
I own it. I've been meaning to watch it. I know it's like the dude, and like that's just like your opinion, man. You know, I know like the quotes and stuff from it, but I've not seen it.
Oh my god, John Goodman in that movie, Jesus! If you, like it's like you have, God, what's his name? Jeff. What's the main? Do you remember the main?
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about. I don't know his last name.
Yeah, him. In it, and he's just so funny. But then John Goodman like. You're entering a world of pain. And he pulls out his gun out of the bowling alley because somebody doesn't mark it properly. Like, it is insane. Or when they're spreading the ashes of, I won't say more. They're spreading ashes. He's like saying all this stuff. He's throwing it, and it's just going back on the dude. Like it's just like pure physical Coen Brothers comedy. It is so funny. Or like the homework when they're like they have it in like a bag, and it doesn't make sense if you haven't seen the movie, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Now I really want to watch it again. Switching gears back to Captain America: Civil War or BVS? Civil War easily for me.
Same, easily, any day of the week.
Yeah, that's got to be top 3 MCU movies. Infinity War, and then that I'd say probably for me, and that one was my favorite for a while. Have you seen Ultimate Spider-Man? Not in forever, if it's the one I'm thinking of. Is it the show? Like the
probably.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it either.
There's
anything apparently. Living under a rock.
Let's ask him questions that he has. No,
yeah.
There's like
I'll put a list up of movies I've seen.
Yeah.
Ask me these.
You'll write about the 7, and then we'll be good. But and this could be the 90s one or like the late 2000s one. I've seen parts of both, so that's what I can say. Unpopular opinion: Samuel L. Jackson is good as Mace Windu in the Star Wars prequels, but it's not top. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but you're right. He's great, man. I mean, like, who else could you see as Mace Windu? It's one of those things where it's like he what am I trying to say? Jesus, I don't know. I'm trying to Nick Fury. Like they wrote the character basically for Samuel L. Jackson. Like it was like based off him.
Yeah.
And like
okay, let me ask you this: are you excited for Secret Invasion?
Yes, but not as much as most people. Are you?
I think this is the one MCU show I'm gonna really, really love, because I loved WandaVision and I liked fucking Winter Soldier. Was not a Loki fan. Between you and I have not finished Loki. In chat, yeah, I've not finished Loki. I was not a big MCU show guy. I couldn't get into Miss Marvel. I know a lot of people love Miss Marvel. She-Hulk, one episode. Yeah, She-Hulk turned it off like after one episode. I was like, I'm good. Don't need to watch that. So I think Secret Invasion is going to be more mature, more serious, and I'm really on board with that. Because I'm watching like Daredevil right now too, and like, excuse me, Daredevil was like a mature, badass like superhero show, and these shows are thrown at us. It feels like Disney Channel, like Disney Plus content we're getting, like, but it's a worse quality. Like I still rewatch Hannah Montana. Like my fiance and I will watch it like before bed. We turn on Hannah Montana. Yeah. That shit's busting, bro. That shit's fire.
It is. It is.
Yeah. But like when I watch this stuff now, like like She-Hulk now, I'm like, I wouldn't watch She-Hulk as a kid. Like I wouldn't. Like it's just trash in my opinion. So
it's like
She-Hulk fans there. Sorry.
Yeah.
My rant for the day.
The very few of them. I really liked WandaVision. I love Falcon Winter Soldier. I love Loki. I really love Hawkeye. I
loved Hawkeye.
Yeah, I watched just over half of Moon Knight. Still haven't finished it. Probably will just to finish it. But I like Oscar Isaac's great. Visuals great. Ethan Hawke's one of my favorite actors. People ever like that man inspires me so much. Show is not entertaining. It's not interesting. I fell asleep, I think, watching every single episode, and this was not on like the same day. This is like 1 week, 3 weeks later, watch it. Like I was just like so uninterested in it, which sucks because a lot of people liked it. And then I didn't. I heard Miss Marvel was good, but I didn't watch it. This seems sexist. Okay, now when I'm listing off, like I watch all these men shows, but I didn't watch Miss Marvel. I didn't watch She-Hulk because they came. I forgot Miss Marvel was coming out, and then She-Hulk came out. Everyone trashed on it right away, and I was like, I don't really want to watch this. So there will be one day where I watch them, and it's not a sexist thing for those wondering if anybody even thought of that. Just want to make that clear. I don't know, but the MCU, the movies are what I always care about the most. Like
exactly,
I don't miss the movies. I watch them whenever they come out, no matter what it is. I'm going to watch it. The shows. Disney, Disney Plus stuff, I can miss it and catch up later. Like that was kind of my thing, is that when the first ones came out, because we had been so long without Marvel content, I was so interested. And maybe WandaVision isn't as great as I thought it was pretty good. Falcon Winter Soldier I still love. But there's our rants on that. We got from Big Lebowski's good. Does the more recent MCU content I think so. I feel like this conversation's been had, but yeah, I find that. What do you think?
Yeah, like well, if you go back to like we're talking Toby's Spider-Man, the OG Fantastic Fours. I love the OG Fantastic Fours, like from the early 2000s. I grew up watching those. The X-Men movies. X-Men's one of
Those
my
are
favorite franchises.
phenomenal. Some of those are so fucking good.
And like, don't get me wrong, some are not good. Like X-Men: The Last Stand.
Okay,
That was a movie
Last
I watched
Stand is
all the
not
time.
good. Yeah, Origins is god awful, but
and you know what? That's my number one guilty pleasure movie ever. X-Men Origins. Like it's a movie. I'm like, you're like, it's bad. I'm like, oh no, you're right. Like it's stupid. This doesn't make sense.
claws.
That's bad. That's bad. Sabretooth is awful. Yeah, like he has the wood claws. It's all terrible. It sucks. I'm like, you're right, but I love it.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
That's totally fair. But like, if we're talking like genuinely good movies, first X-Men's awesome. X2, one of the best superhero movies of the 2000s. X3, Origins, Days of Future Past.
Last Stand's not great. It's kind of boring.
Yeah. Wait, what? First Class. That's what I was thinking. First Class is underrated as hell. That movie is like so good. If Days of Future Past didn't come out, it'd probably be the best one, or X2. Like those are the top. Days of Future Past is also fantastic. Apocalypse is.
I think David. I'm not a big Apocalypse guy.
No, I'm not.
I think
I'm not
Days
either.
Of Future Past. Yeah, I think Days of Future Past is a top 5 superhero movie of all time.
That's totally
like,
fair.
I
can see that.
Before New Mutants, I rewatched all the X-Men movies, and I remember watching the prequels. Like, God, these are so nostalgic. And then rewatching First Class, I was like, God, so good. Days of Future Past, like it's leaps and bounds the best X-Men movie. I don't count Logan in there because Logan to me is the best. Logan's one of the greatest ever. Like, great movie, but
it's so good.
The one with X-Men in the title.
Yeah. If we take on X-Men, Deadpool is also like probably my favorite. I do really want to rewatch Logan because I've only seen it once. Like out of all of them,
Logan, maybe twice. Yeah, once in theaters. I love it. I still love it. It's still one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. But like, it's more I need to go back and rewatch. I have to be in the mood for it though.
It's one of those that you have to be in like this dark and like, oh, I need to feel sad for this. But even like if you think of like First Class, there's so many jokes in it. But then there's the scene towards the end where he's like, I can't feel my legs. And you know this is gonna happen. Like it's Professor X. You know he cannot walk, like all this, but it happens, and you're just like, oh god, and you feel so bad. But it's I don't know. It's the X-Men movies are some of my favorites for any superhero.
And talk about pitch perfect casting for the prequels. McAvoy as Professor X and Fassbender as Ian McKellen. I will stand by this every time. I think he's one of the best superhero performances of all time. I'll put him up there like RDJ, like level of like perfection.
You're right.
He's so good.
You are totally correct.
Good.
Yeah, they Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, top 10 casting ever. But then you have those ones as well, like the perfect people to play the younger versions of them. And all the people in the movies are all the people in the good movies are very good. And that's right. It seems a little obvious. This is a hard one because there's a broad horizon, I could say. But what are your favorite Marvel lines?
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna throw a random one. I say it all the time. Shawarma after. He says it in the first Avengers 2012.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many from that one. Where it's like this guy. What does he say? Galaga. This guy's playing. What is he?
Yeah, he's playing Galaga. He thought we didn't notice.
Yeah, and that was like a total like random line. The guy's, huh? So many, or genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, like all those lines. So anything from Tony Stark. That's what I'll say. Yeah, exactly. Best TV show of all time is Breaking Bad. Basic, sure, correct. Yes.
Fun fact. I am watching Breaking Bad for the first time, and I almost gave up on it. And I was halfway through season 2, and it was because got away, in my opinion, got away from what the show is about. What makes it so interesting is when they're cooking and they're doing all this crazy illegal stuff. It became like a marriage drama between him and Skylar, and I found myself just getting so annoyed. But then it started picking up, and I met Mr. Gus Fring, and I'm about to watch season 2 finale tonight. My brother said, "Have you got to the Chicken Guy yet?" I went, "No." He's like,
"Chicken Guy."
It's my brother's all-time favorite show. He's watched it 2 or 3 times. He's like, you gotta go meet Mr. Chicken Man. I was like,
It
all right.
is
Then they said,
the,
like, yeah.
in
I was
my
like,
opinion,
okay,
best thing of media ever. Better than a movie, show, music, anything. Best
wow.
thing ever. Yeah, that's like I say that all the time. That's the praise I put on it. The whole show, I love
Yeah,
it. But of course, the later seasons are the best because they're just so insane,
yeah.
performance
My
wise,
favorite
phenomenal.
character is Saul. Like Walter is like obviously you get what
Yeah.
he's doing. He kind of drives me nuts. Jesse's just a screw up. He constantly screws himself. But like Saul, every time he's on screen, I'm laughing and I'm really excited to watch Better Call Saul.
Yes, I still haven't seen Better Call Saul, I will admit, which sounds bad considering
That's
what I just said
crazy.
about the show.
I know. What are you
I know.
doing?
I know. I'm so bad with TV shows. I actually, when I finished Breaking Bad originally in 2019, that's when I watched it. I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes of Better Call Saul, and I really liked it. I just think I forgot to watch the rest. And then all the praise for the recency, like the last 2 especially, saying like it's on par. Oh, I gotta get into it. I really do. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm so bad with TV shows. There's so many that I start watching. Like I didn't finish Game of Thrones. I know you're gonna kill me, but yeah, I just like I know.
Christ, Ewan, what are you doing?
I know. See, like I'm at the point where I haven't watched it so long that I just need to go back, start again, and just actually watch through it. And I knew that one would piss you off, so that's why I said it. At least I've seen Lord of the Rings, though. Okay.
At least, thank goodness for that.
Favorite DiCaprio performance. Wolf of Wall Street, but What's Eating Gilbert Grape is a close second.
I was literally about to say that. It's not my favorite, but I think it's his best. I watched that last year for the first time. Dude, I've never seen a performance that good. Like that young too. Like
and when he showed up to like the award shows, people did not
good.
believe that he wasn't disabled. Because they didn't know who he was.
Crazy? I wondered if like he got like any like there was any like backlash or anything back then. And, like because like I was kind of surprised. I was like, wow, I didn't expect this role for Leo at all, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then how well he played it. I was like, because this was his first movie. I was like, you would 100% think you think that, you know, how good he was. It was, and Johnny Depp is
crazy. Yeah.
Different. Isn't Winona Ryder in it too?
No. It's
who plays Johnny Depp's lover?
Oh well, which one?
Well, like the lady he's seeing, he shouldn't be seeing.
Yeah, that's what's her name? She plays Will Ferrell's mom all the time. She's in Elf.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Step Brothers.
Nancy from Step Brothers. Yep. Yeah. And Elf. Yeah. I know you meant.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, it's her. Like the phone scene. Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I know I've said this so many times, but like that was one of those movies that I watched and like I genuinely felt like something had changed. Where I was like, and that's one of those that so many people didn't see. And I mean, like it just got a Blu-ray release last year. So I had the DVD forever, and I remember like Jason said to me, "Thank you, Jason, when you catch this eventually." It's it's heartbreaking. I mean, the scenes towards the end are, oh my god, and there's so many like quotable things that.
It's an absurd movie. It's an absurd movie. Like when I got to the ending, I was kind of like, what? Like what? I wasn't expecting it.
Really, and of course I love Johnny Depp. So my goal in life is to finish watch every single Johnny Depp movie. But that will include some stinkers. But I'm pretty for where I am right now. Pretty decent. There's definitely some ones I missed, but he's got some underrated ones. And I know that a lot of people who are like older have seen this, like who were there and saw it in the 90s, but like now sometimes you mention this movie, people are like, what? Because the title, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Like that's such a random title. So yeah. But
very random.
Yes.
What is up, Jack?
Oh, we got a few. Sorry, I was just glitching there. Jamie Renner's, I haven't seen enough to consider what his best performance is, and I also have not seen The Town yet, unfortunately, and I've been yelled at many times for not watching that movie.
I'll go with The Town as well. I'll leave with this. I gotta head out of here now.
Yeah.
But I'll leave you with this. There's this awesome quote. If you haven't seen The Town, that's what I recommend you watch tonight. And I'm gonna ask that you do. If you have time, if you're not too tired, toss it on. It's a Ben Affleck directed movie. Blake Lively's partially in it. It's about these two brothers who like rob banks, right? And there's this line where Ben Affleck comes in. He goes, like, "I need your help." They're like brothers, but they're not. It's like really good friends, basically.
Yeah.
He's like, "I need your help. You can't ask me about it. You can never bring it up again. We might have to kill some people. Are you down? And Jeremy Renner says, "Whose car are we gonna take?" And that's it. And I freaking love that line. Like the
That is
ride or
awesome.
dies. And it's a like you get so emotionally invested. You're like in awe of the action, but you're like jaw dropped to the floor by like the decisions these characters make. And solid movie. If you haven't seen it, that's my recommendation for everyone in the chat here on this Friday. That's your homework for the weekend. Watch The Town. Beautiful
Honestly,
movie.
I will take that homework because it's been on my list for about 6 years. So I think it's finally time. And and it's been,
let's not make it 7.
yeah. There's just so many people that are like, watch this, and I was like, I will. Now I probably will. Thank you so much, Trevor. Once you head out, I will answer the rest of these questions and I will head out. But everybody, his channel is linked down below in the description. Thank you so much for being on here. It's always fun talking.
Dude, thank you for having me. Absolutely. We'll have to do these more often because it's been way too long.
Yes,
so.
a year and a half. But fun, yes, bro. I hope you have a great night, man. Have fun in the warmth of Cali, not the snow of Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
You hang in there, bundle up, get a blanket. But
we'll be fine. We'll be fine when we head out to Europe, maybe.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, I'm sure I'll talk to you before. And if I don't, have a great trip. And everyone, have a great night in the chat. Great to be here. Talk to you guys later.
Thank you so much for joining. All right, so I'm just going to answer these last few ones. If you have a few more, just fire them in here. Yes, thank you, Jack, for joining. Might be an unpopular opinion. Yeah, I did hear a lot of people that were saying they enjoyed it a lot. I unfortunately was one of the ones that didn't. I'd always rather watch something and enjoy it. Because obviously I didn't finish it. Loki, I cannot wait for season 2. I think it's going to be great. And I'm just firing through this. Best Joker was Heath Ledger, but Joaquin Phoenix is also awesome. Jack Nicholson's cool, but it's Heath Ledger. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I definitely see this, like that crossed my mind, but because of all the multiverse and there's it's not going to be that specific one coming back. Like that's kind of what I kind of think is like they're going to find a good way to do it. And that, I really like both the Deadpool. I love the first one. I really like the second one. So that's why people said they appreciate the refs. Interesting. I have not heard this, but I also haven't seen that Ben Affleck movie, and I know you're just talking about him. Or that's just over Dark Phoenix. Yeah, Dark Phoenix sucked. I think that's one of those reviews that still is up on my channel because I think or would it be? That one might be privated because my first like Breaking Bad video on my channel is not the first video I made. I made videos for like a year and a half before that, but some of them were deleted and the other ones were privated. Giancarlo Esposito is a legend. Yes, I've been in the same building as him, which is pretty great. Hello. Thank you. Yes, cheers to you, Alex. Love The Town. Great crime movie. Yeah, The Hurt Locker. That's another one. I was thinking like those were the two that came to my mind right away. I will finish it off with this, unless anybody keep watch Burn music biopics. I'm going to keep Rocket Man because I've seen it twice. I'm going to watch Elvis because I think it's really great. Those two could switch, and Burr and Bohemian Rhapsody. I like it more than most people, but that's also because I haven't seen it in a while. And now as a big Queen fan, knowing the whole time switch around and them focusing on the fun aspects more so than the actual serious aspects of different. Rami Malek is still out of this world fucking incredible. But yeah, I'd say keep Rocket Man, watch Elvis, Burr, and Bohemian Rhapsody. But thank you all for watching once again. Thank you to Trevor. I know he's still not here, but it's always nice to have somebody else to do these with. It means a lot. Thank you all for joining. I hope you guys enjoy. I got some good videos coming soon. There's one I'm really excited about. It's more of an analysis type video. It's something for school, but if everything goes to plan, it's going to come out on this channel. If not, it'll go to Patreon. It'll go to Patreon before, but I'm excited to release that. I did a BUIE video a few days ago. I have some school-related stuff that I'm working on right now, so that's why I haven't been posting as much, and it's January, so it's definitely more of a dry month, but there's some editing that I have to do, and I have to like keep the project open because I don't want to lose anything for something I'm working on. So that's the reason why. But more videos will be coming. It's gonna be a fun year. It's gonna be a different year, but it's gonna be a fun year, and lots of experimenting with more music stuff. So that'll be fun. All the reviews will be there. Anytime I see a new movie, I saw Babylon, but I saw it too late. My favorite movies of the year list will come out for 2022 soon. I just need to watch everything everywhere all at once, and then I will make that list. But thank you all for watching. Thank you, Trevor, once again. I will see you guys next time. Over and out.